Good evening on a Friday evening. So, wall is done, chests have been opened. For some reason I still don't have the weird skeleton killed by piercing damage achievement. I don't know if I just have to use ballista for that, or a bow, like a dude with a bow. I don't know, I'd find it weird. Anyway, the wall is done, the towers are in preparation. I am still very low on faith. Insanely low on faith, to be precise. Well, it is better. I'm 50%. That's actually not too bad compared to some of the times yesterday. Otherwise, main concerns currently are the food during winter, which I hope that the animals, this area down here is enough for the animals to just chill and get me food. For that, no range outside. The moat is done. I wanted to motivate nature to get those crystals to grow through this entire area to make sure that specters aren't getting in here. And I wanted to build a ballista there, which also reminds me, let's get the trash inside so we can get rid of it. So, before we can continue with the towers, we need to upgrade the ancillaries. Ancient Radiance Pool has been destroyed. I think that was down here somewhere. Yeah. And after that, it is again back to trying to expand throughout the corruption. Which I'm still not quite sure how that will work. So, okay, yeah, that does seem very high occupancy compared to like the high quality housing that was just like maybe half of those rooms. Yeah, even like 40% of the size of that house. Also, it is day 20, which means that winter will come, I believe, tomorrow. Ancillary has been completed. Means I can immediately just start the next few towers. Which is gonna be the last remaining elemental bolt towers. Just going for a bit today. Training is over, which is nice, because really didn't get a lot of shit done during that time. It's going home. No, it's going to attack me. So, I'm pretty sure this is 1.5 times or even longer than the last wall. Which I hope sincerely is enough. Because I managed to get to about 40% corruption threat. Maybe this will let me get to the full corruption threat while I'm pushing it back later on. Unfortunately also, the corruption threat will, I believe, start sooner because they are basically already at the my resistance. Yeah, they basically already, well, not here. So we still have maybe like 1 or 2 days, but they are very close to catching up. Or to being capped. Otherwise, character creation is going great. I kinda still want to try another archetype. I kinda want to bring a big maul. Just so I can absolutely punch people in the face. But I don't know which archetype I would use for that. Since we are playing with the free archetype variant rule. Thankfully. Because otherwise I don't think I'd ever get an archetype in. Like, at all. So, ancillary as our materials, that gives me 2 more building slots. One ancillary has already been finished afterwards, then the next one. Essence collectors, and then we start with the towers and the small ancillary down here, which I'm just gonna put above the towers. More nomads. 7 people? It's nice enough. I didn't get a lot of elderly people this time. Like, not a lot of elders. I do think I may need more water production again. Though... Actually, we can store just straight up more water because the high occupancy has additional storage for that. 3 people are open. Who are currently going to the... No, the miners are full. So let me get in... Yeah, the 3 organizers, why not? I kinda wish I... The clouds are nice, but it feels like they get it to lag. Like, if I don't know if that's just the fact that I have way too much corruption active. Okay. There's a bit of trash lying outside. Not ideal. This I want to build a ballista in. At least later. Gonna need a little bit of maintenance. The trashy slimes are currently no longer a thing, which is wonderful. The QB golems are doing the job. How many trashy cubes do I have? 5. Well, plus the 25 in a burning. The trashy cubes have been an issue last time. Because they... I couldn't burn them fast enough, so they kinda clogged the area. Disable range... Oh right, I can't because I'm building. But they should be able to hit the 3rd area. Like this piece of path. So they will aggro last, as soon as the bow tower is upgraded. Because those, I believe, currently have less effective range. At some point I'm also gonna throw a meteor in here just so the specters can't go through it. Actually, how many does the meteor cost? How much? 8,000. I have a 1/4 of that, okay. So that is gonna take a while until I reach that level. I need a lot more faith for that. And actually I believe also a lot more people. And then again, housing really should not be an issue this time. Okay, I think just going around the crystals will be faster. Instead of going through. I don't know what that was. I think it was an animal or something. Also need to keep an eye down here how many animals spawn. Okay, maintenance is going on. By this point, it's basically just waiting to have enough building slots and that all my towers are in. so I can start upgrading. Which, looking at this, I'm gonna need one more ancillary. Oh, one more ancillary upgrade, which is gonna be this one down here, because it's just a small one. But that should be enough for all the towers, at least all the normal towers. Not taking attract towers into account, as well as the other essence collectors, or maybe golem combobulators in front. Those I'll have to check out later. Okay, the essence collectors are slowly getting finished, and it appears we are producing enough during a day to completely fill them up. I don't know how many prey stations we actually do need for that. Especially if we upgrade the bow towers to maximum and give them also the elemental level. But with the bow towers and the bullet towers, we again will have quite a lot of energy consumption. Okay. The range, look up here, we are basically covered. There's a little bit down here that's not covered. I know there was an ancillary here at some point, so I'm just gonna rebuild that. Because I needed that to get a range to down here. And I'm happy that losing that didn't disconnect the ancillaries at the bottom. Because that would have been really bad for my corruption resistance. Really bad. Also, I'm noticing that I'm tired, as every Friday. Even though this week really was not a lot of work. It was in fact a lot of not work. Yeah, as soon as all of those towers are finished, this should last for a while. Currently, I just have 4 elemental bolt towers. The others aren't done yet. Which also means that 4 are basically using up this entire energy. And considering the amount I want later on, I do think in fact that a second row will be necessary. Can you just shoot him? Hey, kill him with the hammer. So again, not piercing damage. Unfortunately. Thanks to them starting up here, it's actually like 6 lanes instead of 4, 5 lanes instead of 4. Maybe I can put another wall in later. That's a while away. So how is this? Still needs these 4 tiles carved out. No, only those 2, so I can start the ballista. And then these are for... right, I don't have the building slots. Ancillary here is kind of on the low burner. Then established and large. That should give me a lot, like that's 24 more housing slots. That should last for at least through winter. Seven out of 10, 7 out of 10. 1 out of 6, 3 out of 6. I'm still not sure how exactly I can get the animals to mate more. Or breed more. So I can have more to slaughter later on. I like how at some point they just turn around and decide to leave. Decided that's not worth it. I'm just leave, and then they get shot again and continue on their warpath. He attacked that villager. And I'm happy that the villager left before he would die, burn to death. Which happened already twice, which is a lot more than it should. Though one of those was caused by a meteor hitting him, so... not really a lot I could specifically do against that. Bullet tower has been fully repaired. How did we repair a bullet tower? Did I have a bullet tower? Those are all bow towers. And those up here in front are all being built still. Huh. Okay, tower has been completed. We did not run out of energy, we just were very low on it. Though we still could run out of energy. I just realized that an eclipse is probably the worst thing that could happen to us. Roy Strong now has grown up. Organizer. Just fill those up. Need to wait for this ancillary. Apparently we need to just wait for a lot more rocks. Since, yeah, it's basically just the one that's currently limiting my ability to build more buildings. But rushing an ancillary won't help with that. As soon as that piece is finished, they should all move down here. Which is also quite far away from most of my housing. That's also a lot of trash. Which ain't great. I wonder if they... I don't think they can carry different materials. Like, they always have to carry the same material, but then the amount of that, what they can carry, it differs. Right, again, I don't see... I see like 2 children. Beta O'Rourke, indeed a children. And 3 adults. So... 2 more organizers, which should give me 1 space for a miner. Maze Frings, Heidi Kraut, Myrta Torres, Hayden Penetier. Sounds French, poor man. Balthasar and Arthur. Unfortunately, one dog died of natural causes. Not ideal. So, this I can build a ballista in. George Clinton has grown up, okay. Minor. Actually, next 3 also can be minors. The paths here are getting more defined. Zemek Müller. Or Muller. Zemek Muller. Zemek sounds... I may be racist, but it kinda sounds Polish. Or at least Slavic. Still wonder where they get the names from. If they're just like community suggested. Just a little bit more rock. 5 there, 16 over there, 16 here. That's 32 still required for at least elemental bolt towers. And now I hope that we have enough people in the pro stations dancing to create enough essence to fill it out. So we just actually do have animals being born. But I don't know if I can increase the rate somehow. Popping those, by the way, just to create more free-flowing essence that the essence collectors can collect. How much do we store by now? 10.5 thousand. That's a good amount of essence stored. And then the trash we can just leave in the maze, because at most they'll become a trashy slime and get one-shot by my towers later on. 12. Need 11 more. Cut stones we should be full on, yeah. So up here we are done. Now we harvest from down here. Which is probably gonna take a while. Because again, it is not the closest to my current settlement. We apparently have an animal called Onyx. Never really thought of that as a name for an animal or a person. Is that a name for a person? Like anywhere? Well, the ground is angry. Where are we angry? What are you angry at? Again up here? Over there. Yeah, that's not good. So, mark those rocks for immediate retrieval. And those two. Biggest problem is that... yeah, I need to get rid of the... Oh, I don't need to, technically speaking, but I want to get rid of these areas. But not rocks, though. Get rid of that, because we want to build a ballista there later. Actually, I can do that later. When I build the ballista, they do it automatically. Thankfully, not too much of a damage through the earthquake, though some of the towers did get kind of damaged. I don't think the earthquake can destroy buildings that are full health. Like, it was basically straight on top the ancillary. And it survived, which I mean, it looks stable enough. It's not one of the makeshift buildings. Because those really look like they would just fall over. A loot box, and everybody gets faith. Ooh, more faith. So, the ancillary down here, and one there. I'm gonna put you a little bit further up. And Metal Bolt Tower has just now been finished. And is immediately just siphoning off energy. How much do I have? 5,800. I think all of that is just in the elemental towers. I have indeed completely forgotten that I don't have a rock tumbler yet. So that was maybe a mistake. I am also kind of surprised at how much veggies I have. And how few of those are being made into rations. Thankfully, I don't think anybody is currently stealing our cooked meat. More people have grown up. You can be Fletchers. That is actually just an unheard of amount of people growing up. And I think I've already reached the maximum... No, I can build like 2 more farms. 1 more farm for the maximum amount of farming bonuses. Which also caps out at like, I guess like 8 prey stations? No wait, those provide 20% instead of 5%. Oh no, they only provide... They provide 2%. So with 4%, I actually need quite a lot more time. Yeah, I am aware that you require a rock tumbler. Which, yeah, means that I should probably finish the ancillary first. And then this one. So I can build a rock tumbler as well. Ooh, another loot box. Also, there's a graveyard I can burn. Ah, it's a key, not a loot box. I'll take that as well. And also I'll take this graveyard down. Honestly, it must really suck for the corruption. Like, for the drone specifically. Like, you're just out here doing your job, building a graveyard, and then some douchebag god comes around and burns your shit down. Hard life that. So, next 2 buildings I need are the bullet tower and a rock tumbler, which I should probably start with the tumbler. As soon as that is done. And this will be up here. I do think this should be enough to get a reliquarian as well. Nope. So, one to the left, here. And now the reliquary should fit. Yeah. I don't know why the rocks just standing around here in the middle are, or like that are freestanding, are so much faster to get rid of. Right. Tumbler is on the way, so get another bullet tower. And then yeah, at this point I think I'll go on the upgrade spree I wanted to do. Let me check the corruption resistance. So this entire area up here is now resistant to corruption. Which means I can just take out this entire area. Though I honestly probably should not take out the last piece. Like, these pieces, I'm gonna have to leave them here. Gonna have to leave those around. Everything that's yellow. So that I don't actually accidentally invite in the drones. And also leave those two alone. And then we're just gonna mark this entire area. And I think I leave it at and don't actually farm up here. Then this part is actually within my control, so I can just carve out this entire area. As well, well, I should probably not open up the area here as well. Or either. So not there. If I just mark it like this, I can see the exact spaces I can't harvest. Though preferably I'll never get to this area down here to harvest from here. Actually, I'll just demark that. Because honestly, I probably should not compromise my defenses down there. So the makeshift bullet hells are getting finished. That's what, yeah, that was actually all of them. I have 6 more slots, so get those attractor towers back in. And then I guess we need to get to upgrading. Which, get me 2 tumblers, maintain, remove like 2 farmers for now. Already at 7 fletchers. Let's see how long our essence lasts. Hopefully long enough. And then we upgrade. So, I'm gonna start in this area. The mining is done. The camp gets like a pass. Don't need to immediately upgrade that. But we upgrade all of the housing to the maximum. That should also give me a goal. After that, I'll probably go with the ranger, or like the stuff up here, the ranger lodge, and the water purifier. I'm also gonna build another kitchen that I'm then also gonna upgrade immediately. And maybe another water purifier. After that, I'm gonna upgrade the industrial area here, build a reliquary, upgrade the crystal harvestry. Though, honestly, doesn't really look like it's necessary at the moment. We have enough of that. Enough of crystal, to be precise. I wonder how much range the rangers do have. And I wish I could build like elevated areas. Not a damn, what is it called? A rampart? A rampart, I think it is. For the rangers to shoot down off, since they actually do scale in damage. I am pretty sure. Like, strength should increase the damage that the rangers do. Primary stat for determined attack damage. Yeah, and secondary for attack speed. So even with a bow... Oh, right, I remember. Toby, are you here? No, you aren't. I wanted to ask him. So, ask my GM. Apparently, composite bows are now available for the Thaumaturge, which I asked him already once and it wasn't available, so I couldn't build the Thaumaturge Ranger. Which I kind of wanted to do because it sounds kind of fun. Well, you need to deal a lot of damage, which you need to attack a lot for, so Thaumaturge Fighter is probably the better solution. But I kind of wanted to do with a bow. Or maybe with ranged weapons. Maybe I'd combine it with a monk in the shuriken stance. That would be kind of fun. I just need like a lot of shuriken. Like, if I count, I can attack 4 times per turn. With the shuriken... Ah, I need to check if that works. Because using the weakness, even the shurikens will deal damage. Quite a lot of it, in fact. If you can throw 4 of them a turn... Well, in that case, hitting will be a problem. Right, so that's 3 more character ideas with the dual classing. And a lot of them without the dual classing. Too many of them without the dual classing. And now apparently a playtest is out for the new classes that are announced. That what was it? Animist and Exemplar. Can't really imagine anything under those names. Then again, the Thaumaturge has a specific type of imagination because I know it from... Oh boy, that's an old game. It was used in... What was the game called? Technomage? As basically Technomage. Which is like a wizard enchanter. Thaumaturgy in that game is basically like technology that is powered by magic. Was that Technomage? I don't remember. I don't quite remember. That was one of the first games I've ever seen that has a trigger warning. And I was in like... When did that game come out? Some either the late 90s or the early 20... The early new millennium. Technomage. Game. Should probably... Yeah. That was released in 2000. So that's already... Holy shit, trigger warning. So the first trigger warning in a game I noticed was 23 years ago. And now I think about it, that's kind of more of a recent thing. I wanted to build a campfire down here. The range does not allow for it. I need a ballista here first. This is in corruption resistant, so we are fine there. I wanted to make sure that this doesn't get corrupted though, so I have a little bit of time. Since again, before I built ballistas, I wanted to make sure this is fully upgraded. Which will need additional building slots. Okay, we have... fuck, media shell. However, we have created all of the armor we need. Where's that achievement up? Armor smithy. Where 128 turrets. Oh, that's with the... Where's the armor smithy thing in? Oh, there it is. And this is total of 24 god dust. Where are the meteors hitting? I don't see any fire elementals in my town. So that is good enough. Up here. There aren't too many buildings around, so that may be fine. Or, well, first of all, regenerate. You, be heal. And then let me just go ahead and amend here. Now with additional radius. Ah, yeah, the meteors did in fact hit the wall again. I'm also gonna mend the wall, just so that my maintainer here doesn't get slapped by a fire elemental. Reinforced psychology housing has been completed. I'm gonna upgrade the housing to its absolute maximum. Ah, suspicious key, very nice. Rincewind Polyronide. Now, Rincewind, that's a name I haven't read in a while. I should read those books again. Just need to get them in chronological order again. When I moved places, I didn't really make sure that I sort them correctly. Which, you know, thinking about it now was maybe a mistake if I ever wanted to read them again. Okay, the side projects have been completed. We can continue just absolutely obliterating this rock face. Here to build out the corruption resistance to back there. This is protected, so we're fine there. It is okay. It is dawn. The defense held. We have 1,000 energy still remaining. So the defense is in fact at least up to this point sufficient. So right, housing should be the only things we are currently building. Yeah. This is all complete, even though it needs to be upgraded, which I'm probably gonna start with the bow towers, since they have the best they get the most advantage of those upgrades, namely range. Instead of only damage, I didn't want to carry anything. After that, I think I'll upgrade the elemental bolt towers, and last the bullet towers, because the elemental bolt towers also have a little bit more range, so the upgrade has more overall impact. I would honestly, I do not want to live in a house like that. I mean, I live in an apartment building, but considering the average size of the people we see on the street, this does not look like it's a very big house for 38 people. As this actually does just look like a barracks. Which I would have actually preferred if they just had this part basically like this mirrored over, just so it looks even more like a barracks. Burn down a house. The fire elemental on the side is currently dying in the rain, which is one of the best things the fire elemental can do for me. It did not say something feels ominous, so we again do not have an eclipse. At this point I want one, just for the goal. Preferably before the next blood moon arrives. Gather up all of the crystal. Even though we can't reach this one. Tambartovsky has grown up. Well, we needed more farmers anyway. Get rid of this little bit of rock. Maybe the crystal can grow over that. No animals at the current moment. Or we already took those. I'm speaking of, okay, food was still positive, though not as high in the positive. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this wood so I can build the second kitchen there. I still have not completely understood how to maximize food production. It kind of seems limited specifically by the amount of meat I have. But, well, in doubt, I will be able to just... At some point I will just be able to, well, buy meat. And we have increased restock. We got a perk, 10% increased restock on the market. So I hope that's just enough food to completely tide us over. So those two houses have been fully upgraded. This one still needs one more. And this one is on the last stage as well. Which... so much space. Holy shit. Well, it's not much space. We're just using it very efficiently. Maybe we should rename those from high occupancy to high efficiency. Just the name makes a difference. Have you opened the chest up here? No, that's just a... oh shit, we processed a key? I didn't even know that's possible. Do we have loot boxes? Apparently we don't. That's a bit weird. Normally I have a lot of those. Compared to keys. It is also too cold to grow food. Not great. Well, it is winter. And a very cold one at that. Also, yeah, winter, so Mother Nature will not do a whole lot. Kinda sounds like rain outside, but I know it's just a train. I would prefer if it was indeed a thunder cloud. Then on the positive side, it hasn't been too hot lately. Right, the reinforced occupancy housing. Upgrade the kitchen, because I want that to be done. Upgrade the water purifier, to make sure we use all of the time we have to get more water. Also build another one. And then... boilers. I'm gonna need a few. If I take what I used last time, I used a lot of bolts with those ballistae. This is maximum. You increase how much? Increase the parental ranges, so start spending health regeneration of bonus of ranges. Right, but you do give, I believe, just baseline. Also provide slightly better health regeneration and regulance at the cost of energy. Don't you also just like increase how much the defense and offense of ranges? I thought I read that somewhere. There wasn't the forums. Ah, so we have the Acropolis. And then first world problems is with the efficiency. Lose a village to fire damage, did that. Buy 16 suspicious key from cheap provisioners. Build 12 storage buildings of any kind. Build late to the party to build my wood storage. Looking at this, we have enough wood to gather. Right, we have a whole other forest up here. Though this one is kind of getting corrupted. Okay, kitchen has been upgraded again. And then get a more... I think I can remove 5 of you to get more cooks in. as well as more farmers. Well, farmers are full. And I don't think building more farms at this moment helps all that much. House has been upgraded. The lumber shack is fully upgraded. Just upgrade this trash can, why not? The fountain can't be upgraded. You are already upgraded to established. Upgrade the ranger lodge and the food storage. So if it's cold, the shallow water freezes. If it's very cold, the deep water does as well. Okay, keep that in mind. Martha Garber has been born. I have 2 more people to get jobs for, which I think I'm gonna move them to be water purifiers or water monsters. But then I think those 3 should be enough. Rose Dawson. That is all in corruption resistance, right? Yeah. So I just need to make sure that the drones don't get to that. Which should be easy enough. Let me actually just check. Can I motivate land for crystals? Yes, I can indeed. It's not doing a lot, I just wanted to see if that even works. Which I can confirm now it does. Okay. Get in the last cook. Remove a water monster again for that. A trash can has been completed. Upgraded to an established trash can. 1 of 2. Not many, just 2. Just 2. On this front, I think I'm gonna use mainly essence collectors. I'm gonna leave a bit of space for golem recombobulators. But maybe like every other can be a recombobulator later if I get golems, and if not I can just fill them up with essence collectors. Which, looking at it, well, I have 8,000 energy. They're just spread over many collectors. Okay. Ranger Lodge has been upgraded. Upgraded again. Right. Isaac Frost. Yeah, 228 housing slots just from 6 houses. I can only dream of that with the with the high quality ones. They at this moment give 13, so 6 of those will be 78. That no. I'd already need 12 just for the amount of people I currently have. Okay, now I want to see if more kitchens just translates to more food. Because I have enough vegetables. That's not a problem. I just don't have enough meat. Are there animals down here? Not really. Do we have the range down here? Also not really. What are you doing down here, Miss Dawson? Get rid of those 2 rocks. So you're fully upgraded. Upgrade the food storage again to established, which means it has 1 more level in reinforced. You are established. However, I can now just go ahead and continue upgrading my lumber mill and my stone cutlery. And my forge, why not? As well as the trash can, the second of our established trash cans. Established day like 13. Upgrade the stamina storage and the makeshift maintenance building as well. I wanted an ammo storage down here as well. Well, I think they can wait. We have a little bit of ammo. Yeah, no, we don't have any ammo storage in the ancillary. I thought we could store at least a little bit in there. But I was wrong. I can, however, get rid of these fire pits. I think. Should be fine. The ancillaries will cope. I'm gonna leave this one out because this one provides corruption resistance forward. Oh no, we have this one. That should provide enough. The corruption resistance leaves immediately, I believe, if I mark for destruction. Or not. And I just realized, yeah, I need to make definitely sure that this corruption does not go down through there. Because if it reaches this area, I'm kind of fucked. Which also means that I think I'll have to rush the ballista down here. Like at least this one. So I have the range 2 in here. This one takes care of the entire area around this mountain. This entire bot section. Or south section. And now we look. Now we see if the amount of essence collectors is sufficient, or if we need to upgrade them further. Upgrade the Waymaker Shack while we're at that. You upgrade the Tumbler. I also like upgrade the Harvest Tray. The farms are upgraded to the maximum. The water purifiers all are upgraded to the maximum. The monsters are also upgraded, though not yet to the maximum, thankfully. Upgrade the smithies. A hailstorm. I can kill people. I don't know if I have helmets. I do have some helmets. I don't know if I have enough helmets for everybody. How many helmets do we have? We have a total of 17. So, actually 22. So yeah, that's not enough for everybody. Thankfully, they also do not have helmets. Okay. Established food storage has been completed. Upgraded again to a wonderful one. Reinforced. I should also get a bottler. Though honestly, bottlers always kinda one was fully enough. Just one bottler always was enough. Yeah. Honestly, a hailstorm is probably one of the things I would also run from. Like a meteor storm, I don't think my house would protect me. But a hailstorm, I think my walls are designed to survive that. And the roof. Though honestly, my upstairs neighbor would notice that first. If the roof is indeed not designed to handle hailstones. A large lithium fire pit has been destroyed. Oh, motherfucker, what are you doing here? Wall, and out with you. Why did it attack the fire pit? Specifically, the fire pit should never be attacked. Huh. That's not great. Which I think indeed may mean that I have to multi-block? I really don't want to do that though. Wait, is this still in range? No, it isn't. Oh, fuck me. Alright. Lighting pit. Large Lithium fire pit here. In that case, I'll have to just rely on my ballista to provide me the range. How's the upgrades looking? Could be better, could be faster. Lumber mill needs another upgrade. Upgrade the boiler again. Maybe you should wait for the upgrades to complete. This also doesn't have corruption resistance anymore. Because of that. Not ideal. Tunnels have been fully restored. I do think it wasn't just a random event down here. It was in fact the skeleton actively attacking that. Because if it was a random event, the other would also have been at least damaged. Not necessarily destroyed, but at least damaged. No power, no power. Then the ballista's gonna take a while. I think I'll just build a normal wall there instead of another fire pit. Fire pits have been stopgap measures in the first place just to make sure I can build the wall. Also, I just realized enemies can shoot over that, right? Can't they? And energy is running out quickly, so conjure essence. Make sure I don't grab that again. Up here it looks okay. Most of the enemies apparently don't even get into bow tower range. Which isn't really all that hard since the bow towers don't have that much range yet. 8 cut stones. The cut stones are probably used in the upgrades up here. Nope, they aren't. Let me just put you on top priority. The cut stones are coming in. One more is required. Perfect. So, what do you think about the new playtest? Like, Animist is a class that usually has to do with elemental, spirits, and maybe just plants. Like what was the other one? The Exemplar? I don't know. I haven't looked at the video yet. I'll probably do that later. Because since you disabled adblock, you actually do show up as a viewer. And I just assumed it was you. And if not, hey, maybe someone else would have answered. So I didn't know you are here, I just knew somebody was here. Is this now again in range? Yes, it is. Okay, so we can build the ballista. I'm gonna have to watch them later. Do you know, is the source somewhere available? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I suggested Selim play a Thaumaturge, a Sorcerer Thaumaturge, because he would push so much damage, but he also decided that the Thaumaturge is too complicated for him. And I'm gonna be honest, the Thaumaturge is kind of complicated. Like, I had a half an hour discussion yesterday with our GM whether or not the Thaumaturge can use a bow. Large ammo storage has been completed. I will be upgraded later again. Lumber mill, I need to upgrade again. Though I'll wait until after the night. Yeah, most of the things are less complicated if you actually play them. Like, as you've seen with Selim, just he voluntarily played a sorcerer after not wanting to do anything to do with magic, because he played a magus once and got at least a little bit familiar with how magic works. Okay, spring arrived in 6 days. It's gonna take a while. How is the food and water looking? It's looking okay. Also, I realized I just have about 140 people. I'm pretty sure I had like 300 last run at this time. Okay, the psychic was an archetype. I don't really count that. So, build me a Crilithium curtain wall here. I don't know if I want to dismantle that as well. I think, though, I should make sure that I have another fire pit just in the back pocket for that for now. Build that here. Most of the complexity is, however, probably not given if you just play it as an archetype, because that takes out a lot of complexity. Need another carpenter. Maybe lose a crystal harvester for that. Oh, so you have to download those. Yeah, I'm gonna do that too then as well, if you can link them to me. Though honestly, as we've seen with the kineticists, they did change quite a lot in between the playtest and the actual release. Also remember, you now play a kineticist rogue, do I have that right? With like the mastermind racket? Also, the next book hasn't even been announced, unless those classes are in the remaster. It's gonna take a while until they are released. Spell Trickster with the Psychic, right? Was it Psychic? I mean, in that case, you still at least have like the telekinetic projectile to hit people with. No available board. Apparently we're not really delivering. Oh, we're delivering all of the wood to the boys. Okay. Oh, Kineticist Cleric. Didn't you say specifically you didn't want to play Cleric because it's a bit boring? Are you playing... wait, no, the Cleric is the archetype, so you don't get the... What's it called? War Cleric or, Cloister Cleric. Monastic Cleric? I think Cloister Cleric, I think it was. Oh, so you're playing a Kineticist Cleric now. Okay. The Talisman Doubler. Which again you could combine with a Thaumaturg to make so many talismans. What's your deity? Oh, you're building it. That's not for currently. Okay. What deity would you play that with? I am aware. Thaumaturg Ranger. Just with a Thaumaturg Ranger with Kobold and Snarecrafter and Scroll Trickster and uh, all of the archetypes. Just nothing but stupid amounts of free shit. I still kind of want to do that. I wonder if you can apply a talisman to a trap, so that when it stabs someone, he burns. Also, I'm still kind of mad that they didn't bring back the... Still kind of mad that they didn't bring back the Blood Rager yet. I still want to play that. Can't you apply talismans to armor? Like, specific talismans to armor? How's the corruption resistance looking? Still okay. I'm gonna need a fire up here at some point. You can apply talismans to armor. I know that for a fact. The specific talisman dabbler thing to do it faster or apply to may be limited to weapons. But I know for a fact that there are talismans you can attach to armor. Could you finish that as well? Apparently the last truck is already coming in. Alright, makeshift bottle, upgrade that, maintain bottles to storage, and get like one bottler in, which can be one from Watermaster. By the way, I'm pretty sure the Fulu also do count as talismans. For purposes of the talisman doubler. Although I think they're just straight up talismans. War of Immortals. Well, it seems to fit the exemplar, I guess. Last piece of wood. Apparently someone else is bringing one over. War of the Immortals. I was on the Paizo page yesterday and I did not see that in the pre-order, so it's not yet being prepared, I'm pretty sure. Okay, upgrade the lumber mill next. And I think I should probably wait with upgrading the next building until we're done with that. Well, in that case, I hope that the book also has both classes. Would really suck if you have both classes, people are excited for one of them, and then the other one comes out. Would be really annoying for most people. That's a Phantom Dart Tower. Oh, a new rock grew. Where'd that come from? Okay, reinforced high quality, high occupancy housing. Again, I'd rather call it high efficiency housing. And then let's see, are animals spawning? Not really. However, what is spawning is a loot box. Now we just need a key for it. And the ballista is done. Now it just needs a little bit of ammo. Speaking of which, ammo storage. I wanted one down here. And it's gonna go... yeah, it's just gonna go here. I still can't really imagine specifically what the Animist would be able to do. I'm gonna have to read that, what they planned for that guy. 4 Nomads, 1 Khajiit Elder. And now I need more building slots again if I want to build anything else. I think my farmers are completely full. The remastered? Not the remastered, what is it called? Pathfinder Core, I believe. The remaster is called Pathfinder Core. That should be in the pre-orders. Okay, they are indeed going the long way. Which is very good. Corruption resistance is actually sufficient. I'm still gonna build a little fire down here. If I could. Which I can't. Maybe I just like build an ancillary. Which is 7 wide and 2 further long? Yeah. So carve out that. That is actually, do not carve it out like this. Carve it out like that. So those 2 and then those 2. Keep this away. Then I need one. Need to go like this. Then I can build an ancillary there later. Yeah, I assume that Johannes would just have to switch completely away from Paizo systems, because I'm pretty sure Starfinder 2E is just Pathfinder 2E. I read somewhere that they use the same system, they just have different names for things because of, you know, space. Though honestly, I'd find like a space thing kind of fun. Oh, it reminds me, I wanted to check when the Paradox is releasing a Star Trek game. And I used to... Paradox, I don't know if you play them, the big 4X games. And I used to play Star Trek's Birth of the Federation? There was a really old 4X Star Trek game, which I found really fun back when I was a child, because that was literal ages ago. I was, I believe, like 14. I'm kind of expectant on that. I have it on my wish list. I hope it releases soon, because all of the Stellaris updates broke my mods. And unfortunately, the guy who made them is no longer upgrading them. Yes, I was in that group. We are technically still playing that. No one ever said they stop. Just nobody cares about scheduling. And honestly, it's like when Salim was complaining that we didn't play because nobody scheduled anything. At this point, I just do not want to schedule anymore if nobody else bothers to do it. It was definitely different. I'm gonna be honest, if you want something really different though, play Warhammer. I'm still waiting for someday I can play a Dark Heresy group. Just Warhammer 40k Dark Heresy, I wanna be a tech priest. Or maybe an Arbitus. I mean, he allowed you to put in a chain gun. Which I'm pretty sure was not the intended way. The problem is you need to find a GM for that, and the problem is I kind of feel like because Most RPGs is just you can build your own world, but for Warhammer 40k that doesn't really work. So you kind of need to know the world, and I know a little bit. I don't know how much you know. Yeah, didn't it say something about light weaponry? And a chain gun is definitely not light weaponry. Yeah, because you had to stop and couldn't just move and shoot. Though again, grenades kinda busted. Yeah, have fun. The grenades actually were kinda busted in the game. Like, if a grenade deals 25 damage in the EDTT RPG, if you don't know, Elite Dangerous Tabletop RPG, and most things have like 8 health at the start. Like, because you basically just have a set amount of health per level, and if you start with level 1, you have 8 health, and then you have, I believe, 16, I believe it increases by 8 per level, or per rank, plus a modifier you have. And most enemies, like, we had enemies that were 2 levels higher than us, and they were one shot with a grenade. Because the grenade deals so much damage that I didn't know that at the first, because it was the first time I played the game. I decided I'd go for, like, guns. Just normal guns. Then I threw a grenade and 6 enemies died. And I decided to reskill. Just full only grenade. And it was glorious. It was in fact so stupid that our GM had to just straight up forbid grenades because he was not prepared for them. Especially after I bought a grenade launcher. I mean, who would have thought that high explosives and frag grenades are effective against human targets? But one could have expected that. One could in fact have expected that grenades are very effective against fleshy targets. I also notice, what I do not find funny, that the elemental bow towers are slowly eroding the mountain back here. And that is not a great thing to see. I think I have to expand the wall because of the. Let me just like do that, and then I can expand the wall down here. I do not yet have range to get in there. Actually, if I build a wall here, does the range increase there? No. So it is, I think, a combination of both the furthest building and the total amount of range you can generate. There's a plane outside. Don't hear those all that often. Used to live in the area, in the neighborhood of an airport. I'm still kind of close to one. It's only a small one, just like, not a passenger airport, just for freight. But sometimes the planes just fly way too deep. Which is annoying, especially in the summer, if you have your windows open. And suddenly plane. Because those things are kind of loud. Kind of extremely loud, in fact. Also, while I'm digging... Oh, right, I got more people in. Get Fletchers. While I'm gonna try to dig up the area down there, let me demark this area again. So we can focus on that part. And I want to build this wall up before my elemental bolt towers destroy this entire mountain. Which I should probably also dig out this area. So I can build a wall here and one there afterwards. To make sure, because after that, this area with these rocks should be safe from the elemental bolt towers just by virtue of another wall in front of them, and you know, they're gonna take a while to get through there. But I'd rather be prepared. The lumber mill has been upgraded. The stone cutlery has been upgraded. Which case the boyas are done, the tumbler is done. Upgrade the Waymaker shack again and the maintenance hut. As well as the ammo storage, the crystillery, the forge, the armor smithy, and the tool smithy. Which I think we can at this point upgrade to 40 of each. Well, I should probably do that after the upgrades. Because otherwise it'll just eat all of my boards. And I kinda don't want that at the moment. Just the path. Okay, down here seems fine now. I don't know why they specifically attacked the fire there. Even though that should not really happen. Banish Tower, I don't know how much range they have. What do they do again? Slow firing tower will find a nearby foe in the area, banish it into a random location on the map. Again, can that be inside my town? If so, I really want it. I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna try a few of them. Just to see how they work. Maybe the correct solution to monsters is to just say no and ask them to leave. Politely but firmly ask them to leave. Also, yeah, energy is low again. Upgrading the essence collectors to make sure we gonna have enough energy. Essence collectors don't just use rock and crystal, so my current lowest resource, which is the boards, should not take any hits from that. And then I also need cut stones and crothium again to expand the wall there. Which, now I think about it, I should probably make sure that nothing is walking through there. In case this one gets destroyed by... It's already low health, or low, medium health. From getting slapped by too many elemental bolts. Joachim Bolton. I need one more Fletcher. I think I knew that. I also want more prey stations and a reliquary. Huang, the Clocker, has been born. Can we slaughter him? We are at 66 rations. 7 animals here, 5 there, 4 there. So this one should be able to have one taken to the old kitchen. I love how sometimes they just get confused and turn around until they get hit again. At this point, golems really don't seem necessary at all. Also, while we are digging up down here, well, they're not really building down here anyway, so... Thankfully, I don't really need to dig out any space for housing, since I have enough here for just a third row, or third column to be precise. And then a fourth row actually beneath. Loot box. I do think we actually still have a key, right? We in fact have 3 keys. At this point I need a key shack to store all of my keys. Okay. So I think I can lose this wall. And start building a wall. Followed by one there. Apparently walls also just prevent the monsters spreading corruption inside. Essence collectors are getting completed. They mainly require cut stone, of which we have 66 remaining. That's a Phantom Dart Tower. I'm gonna just burn it to the ground. As well as... I can't burn that to the ground. Too bad. I can burn you to the ground. Ha! Unfortunately, I can't burn that to the ground either. And then... also... Oh, I can't burn this to the ground. Even though it does cost me a lot of energy there. But it was done. Crystally trash. No animals. In my animal spot. I hope that changes during spring. I still have 940 vegetables, so even though I lost 104 food, I'm not really that concerned. Right, also, building list. The gate, first placed. First placed, and first placed. Then, next is this one. I'm gonna do those corner pieces first before I do the inner corner pieces as well. Just to make sure that they don't get destroyed. Build a wall there. To make sure they don't go through this little hole. Even though that should still... No, it should still be a block, those two. Yeah, but I don't want to risk it. Okay, Beta Rook has grown up, and Mies Frings has grown up. Get a lumberjack in, and I do think I harvest enough crystals. That shouldn't be a problem. Boards are looking fine. So just be an organizer. You should get inside. Like right now. Okay, this wall I can get rid of. This doesn't actually have anything in range, huh? Oh well, the upgrades will help you with that. And if not, then you can just chill. That should be not quite all of the Crithium. Last piece is coming in. Then as soon as that is built, I'm gonna finish the inner pieces, or put down the inner pieces. That one is done. So I can start this one. That one is done, I can start this one. Also I can start... yeah, I can start this one. Thankfully, the elemental wall towers do not damage my own walls, which would be really annoying. And I'm still not sure if I want to upgrade this Cullis Gate, reclaim this Cullis Gate. I don't think I do, so I'm gonna destroy that, get the resources back, or reclaim the resources at least. So this needs more cut rock, this needs more cut rock, and this also just needs cut rock. Cut rock apparently currently at a premium. That's 3 pieces coming in, 4, 5, 6. Why is everybody carrying just like 1? I mean, to be honest, probably because they're heavy. As someone who himself can't lift all that much, I should probably not talk shit about them. And maybe I take the linguist archetype. Or the Horizon Walker? For that I need survival and I don't have wisdom. That inner outer piece, after that this one. But that should in fact be enough. These apparently this essence is just flowing away instead of being caught by those essence collectors. Or maybe I'm seeing that wrong. Are those essence collectors too far away? That would be bad. I hear a thunder. So maybe it'll rain soon. Start this one. Okay, that piece is done. We can start this one. Also this one. This one will be also done in a second. Well, he stopped. How many resources do you still have? Well, you're still green, so. It's gonna take a few more minutes. Yeah, just looking for cut stone at the moment. So, in fact, get one organizer out again and get a stone cutter in. Just to make sure we have enough of that. As soon as those essence collectors upgrade, I'm also gonna build more prey stations. Or essence altars. I understand why they don't call them prey station, but it just sounds so good. Also, fun to see that whenever somebody finishes a prayer, apparently most people in the area just get additional faith. Like, yeah, just now this builder got one. Nomads have arrived, that's 5 people? It looks like it's mostly adults. Which, you know, not too bad. Also means I can upgrade my organizers to maximum. And maybe get another miner and another lumberjack. I think I saw enough for 5. Maybe I can get even more in. I'll see that as soon as they join. So this wall has been finished. Build the inner piece. And it's quite sad we don't get a... however, I do think I will get rid of those walls and build them back further in. Like, about here. Since we can't really do anything with this, and it's kind of wasted range. If I understand range right, which again, not entirely sure about that. Okay, that's the playtest download. I'm gonna check that out. War of Immortals kind of sounds like we get more, like, deity stuff. There are a few deities in Pathfinder 2 that have curses and boons, and some that haven't, that don't. And especially if you want to play like a really religious dude, if I was a GM, I kind of want to reward that, but I can only do that for those guys with boons, because I myself am not that religious, and I can't really think of what any specific god would use as a boon. Okay. Then, after all that has been dismantled, I'm gonna build a new wall there. If anything is on the floor out there, I'm just gonna carry it in myself. Like, that's not really an issue. Okay, last piece of wall has to be dismantled. It's the organizers again, just carrying a single block. Okay, that's done. Build those. And as soon as he's inside, I'm also just gonna block that area. Holy shit, he got faith from that? Neat. Put that inside. Oh shit, she fell. How did I hit her with Corithium? That's a trashy slime. Out. Actually, out. No, she just stumbled. Apparently he is... Yeah, he's a bit higher faith, so he didn't get confused. Maybe I should have built a god wall there instead to get a god gate going. But not really all that necessary. How is the trash looking? So we still have 127 woody trash, 153 trashy trash. But most of the other trash has been processed, well, except the stuff lying over there. Ah, okay, she's bringing, so I don't have to supply that myself. Let me actually see how many tiles are now affected by 28,000. That's still less than last time, but again, not everything has been corrupted yet. Like, this area hasn't. So we're still kind of gonna have I'm gonna have my work cut out for me in the game. Yes, pray for me. Faith is also steadily going up, which is very nice because more influence. Though, still not nearly. I'm still like a tenth of what I had last time. So high faith makes apparently a massive difference. I wonder if the essence is like a third of your faith. Electrical storm, whatever. Okay, I can build the wall there now. So put that there, put that there. Then these three and that one last. How's the upgrades looking? Still requiring a lot of cutstone. We have a lot of woody trash down here. Famke Debussy. Famke, what a name. Don't even know what language that's supposed to be. Which, I guess, names don't really follow language restrictions. But Femke is... I don't know, sometimes you can't just hear the language the name comes from. I think I'm gonna have to build a ballista there. For which, first of all, Suspicion's Key. I have too many of those. Then I'm gonna upgrade one of the ancillaries, like this one. Also requires cuts fuck. Need to work more. I'm quite happy that we are back to the times where at 9 PM it is dark outside. That will help sleep a little bit better. And oh shit, I have 5 I have 5 more people I can okay, more miners and more lumberjacks. That's 4, then another stonecutter for now, since that is what I'm currently lacking. Those skeletons just get faster and faster. Incredible. They're also not really dropping a lot. I don't think the attractors did all too much work yet. Okay, but well, this will... And then I think it's just down here. This one should be the first I build, or like this and then this, followed by lastly that. Large strong hub has been fully repaired. There's still no eclipse, fun fact enough, or funnily enough. Wait, a Nephilim child has been born? Let me see that. Oh no, it's just human child. No, Henry Wayne. Indeed, the Nephilim child has been born. Huh. You know, just from experience, his parents should be faithful, or like, just mechanically speaking, his parents should be high faith, because otherwise it wouldn't be a Nephilim. And just realistically speaking, he should be high faith just from indoctrination. Well, we can do that later, I guess. How's the upgrades looking? Okay, the forge is done. The crystallary is done, and the Waymaker the maintenance shack is done. Waymaker shack is done. We just need a few more cut stones. Okay, established ammo smith can be built. Large and still no. The next is then 16 for the tool smithy. And I think I actually do have to now focus on the towers. Though first, I want more prey stations, for which I need this ancillary done. Then I can get some more prey stations on. The drone's apparently not quite sure what to do at the moment. As soon as this wall is completely gone, I'm gonna put down the last pieces of wall. I think that's like 2 more rocks in there. Nope, 1 more rock in there. So wall, wall, wall. I have first place done, so this in the corner should be done before the other 2 are even started. One more piece of lithium outside, get that inside, get rid of this guard wall. Then we have a little bit of iron ore. How's gold looking? 33 and 38, so honestly not a lot. Clearing topography. Eric the Clocker. Got a little bit of ore up there as well, but it's out of range. Yeah, this area is still out of range. You know what? I'm gonna have to tell you that you're just gonna live in there until the night is over. I hope you brought a bottle of water. You did, and a few veggies, so you have a snack. But you're just gonna have to stay in there because I do not want to open this up. You would die. And also, I don't want to lower your faith by grabbing you. Even though you have quite high faith, so... would be fine. I would lower the other people's faith as well, though. 2000 energy, everything is low energy. And I have looked yesterday, during the day. We do have enough storage. We do not currently have enough creation. So that's why. Essence Altar 3 and 4. And then I also need to upgrade my ancillaries again. However, the industrial district here is basically done. Everything here is established, except the ammo storage is going to be reinforced. And I think everything else, like established lumber shack, water purifier, everything here except the doggo houses, of course, is established, with the exception of the ancillaries, my trash department up there, and the towers. Is there anything else that isn't yet upgraded? The crystal harvestry, so let's go get that up to speed. And the bottler, but in this case I'm just gonna go ahead and start upgrading the ancillaries. The fire pit there. I think I can lose that, but yeah, I think I can lose that and just like build a wooden fence in there. Sounded like a firework. Makeshift doghouse, established farm. The ancillaries are getting upgraded. Yeah, everything else is basically done. The trash area is gonna get upgraded after the ancillaries. Water purifier, trash can, ranger lodge, loot box. Nope, a key. The bottle I can upgrade. The ballista, boya, small ammo storage that also needs an upgrade. And then... okay, that is fine. As soon as those upgrades are through, I'm gonna continue with the those essence altars, which I'm just gonna start the upgrade immediately. Because this is looking not too great. Well, they still have an entire 13 tower range to move before they get close. And now they can also be shot by the bullet towers. Are you still out here? Yeah. Ah, fuck, you're freezing. That's not great. Well, the night will be over soon. I don't know if I can make it warm for you. Nope, she walked through the fire. Also, that got rid of a little bit of faith. Rincewind polyurinate, polyurinate. What? I say this quite a lot, but what a name. Polyurinate. Rincewind is a nice name. Especially if he had his chest to carry shit. But unfortunately, I don't think he does. Then again, the chest doesn't really work for him. It just does what it wants to. Don't worry, you can leave soon. Just have to wait for the lot monster to get through. Yeah, she would have died. Like, no doubt about that. Okay. So everything here is upgraded. Those are the last upgrades I have to do. Let me check the food. Resources, food and water production. Food, minus 253. Not great. But we still have a little bit of a stockpile. With 708 vegetables. Also, I just realized that Han Solo lives here. Okay, the wall there is completed. Kate Greeman. I need more occultists. Like, get me 8 occultists in, remove 3 lumberjacks, 3 miners, and 2 organizers. Those are honestly the most important. Actually, currently we need to have full energy at the start of every night. For my current character, which is gonna be a witch in a power suit, by the way, I'm just constantly switching between having just a giant maul for 1d12 damage, because my current idea is basically just using the Megaton Strike, which, if you don't play Pathfinder, is basically just you hit someone and then you get additional damage dice for 2 actions. So you don't hit a lot, you just hit hard. That is my current idea. And for that, I want a weapon with as much damage dice as possible. But because she's a witch, we have the dual classing active as well. Because she's a witch, I cast spells. And that means if I have material components, I can't use them while holding them all. So my next idea was to just not use any combat spells. Just all of my magic is supportive outside of combat, not in combat. We do have a combat sorcerer and we have like a psychic who's probably also gonna be a combat sorcerer and combat healing. So the only spells I use in combat are gonna be my hexes. And those I'm pretty sure all work without material components. The issue is material components. Somatic components are fine. I can use those while holding a two-handed weapon, but the material components specifically require a free hand. After we have, by the way, remove that fire, build a wood fence. gates to make sure that the range doesn't block animals. That you should probably get... Wait, did you... Taking what? Oh, I thought the dogs just join by themselves. No, we actually just catch them as well and forcibly relocate them into our village. So that was Italy, a key, Ukraine, and then like a pile of something. I kind of like the speech bubbles. Not sure if the countries exist in this reality. I kind of like to think that this is post-apocalyptic. Those monsters are just like radiation or irradiated. Corrupted large fire pit. Still a lot of trash down here. A little bit of trash there. I'm not sure whether I build a fire pit here to increase the range just intentionally, or if I just wait for the range to be filled. Which, you know, could happen. Especially if I upgrade the ancillaries. Which... Let me go ahead and do that again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's all the ancillaries currently down here in the upgrade screen. Our dog has died. Thankfully, we just got a new one. And then I hope that winter is over soon. Because, yeah, food is getting scarce. Again, I still have a stockpile that should last me throughout winter. But I would prefer not to challenge that. Also, I think we have so many keys now that I do indeed need a key shack. How many keys do I have? 5. Just lying on the floor. Get me a key shack. Which I'm just gonna build up here. Put them on high priority so we can store those. I don't want them to be to decay into trash. I read that Jogo has joined the village. Has he joined, or was he just press ganged? Was he just pressed into service? Considering we just basically kidnapped the dog a few seconds ago, the pressed is not that far-fetched. Also kind of interested in where those nomads are coming from. Apparently Europe, considering the countries they talk about. That's 6. I think those are 2 children in front, a Khajiit, and then 3 human adults. So 4 more workers, which are gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 organizers. Don't see any elders. I do see a beefalo. I'm quite happy that you can just distinguish the different animals by the look. Tom Paris, Susan Storm, that's the children. I have 16 kg nomads, join. I'll take that. This is here. Maximilian Rustics. You should also join the organizers, I think, and that's all then. No available cut stone. No available cut stone anywhere. We are still mining down here. So we will get more cut stone. Apparently, sometimes the rock just regrows. Okay. While we're at it, just these few freestanding rocks and these freestanding rocks. A loot box. I'll take that. Another loot box. I'll also take that. I would prefer if you don't destroy my crystals, though. That's a few Phantom Dart Towers. Phantom Dart Towers up here. How's the Corrupted Tiles looking? I think this... Okay, so we do have enough corruption resistance up there and down here. And down here as well. So yeah, the entire area is just safe from corruption. This is the end of what they can reach. So, I just need to upgrade my defenses and then start building the ballistae. Also, what's this? Another suspicious key. Right, the forest doesn't grow at the moment, or the trees don't grow back at the moment. Because we have winter, and they don't grow in winter. Available cut stone. Apparently cut stone is really an issue at the moment. I know that we don't really tumble any more rocks. No, we do still tumble a few rocks. If we had rocks. Mark this for destruction as well. Get rid of those. And yeah, next is then the first upgrade for my towers, followed by upgrading my trash compacting. Then a second upgrade to the towers, after which... Oh, Corrupted Graveyard has been destroyed. Good job, Ballistae. Meteor shower, not great. Where are we heading? Not up here, apparently. Are we hitting? Where are we? Where indeed are we hitting? I didn't really see where it hit, and nothing has spawned inside my village, so... Ah, there it is. Again. Not the worst. Not the worst. Just like we can farm that. We can grab those rocks. And then later, as soon as we have range up there and actually care about it, I can just get rid of the... Can get rid of the holes. Makeshift Essence Sculpture has been fully repaired. Makeshift QB Golem Confibulator has been fully repaired. I actually kind of want the clouds back. Yeah, get me the clouds back. The clouds is actually still true. Because the clouds kind of help seeing where the blood moon is coming in. Right, I forgot to click accept. Then again, let me just see. Clouds, false. Okay. And because I want to see if that improves the performance by a noticeable amount. Ceramic status, I don't think it's been the clouds. Okay, so we have 17,000 essence still going up with the altar upgrades. The ammo storage needs to be upgraded again. Oh, does it though? I actually don't think it does need to be upgraded, at least not at this moment. I still have 50 housing slots open, so I don't need to upgrade that. And something's just throwing around shit down there. Corruption still has quite a lot of stuff to take over there. So this one I can continue upgrading. How many cut stones do I have? Apparently enough. YouTube honestly is just weird. Philippa Wayne has grown up. Also, I got additional people, so get me 3 organizers, get me another miner. Because currently rocks is my bottleneck. Mine those freestanding rocks here and here. And down here there are none currently. Also, I find it a bit weird just seeing the shadow that apparently they built the complete upper ring before they finished the walls. I don't know how effective that is. My key shack has been completed. That should be enough for now. I don't think we actually need that much key storage. Just a little bit. Alright, Houting has grown up. You can also be a miner. And yeah, the clouds didn't do that much, so get them back in. I'm not sure if the problem is the essence. Particle amount. Reduce the particle amount, maybe that helps. Because there is a lot more essence flying around than before. Simply because the essence isn't generated in the essence collectors but somewhere else and then has to be delivered. This has been done, so upgrade it again. Currently still building the ancillaries, so I can continue upgrading this one. Then this is the next who, yeah, needs cut stones. Cut stones, cut stones, cut stones, cut stones, and cut stones as well. Damn, I kinda really wanna play Dark Heresy. Even though the system is... I don't know if there's a new version. The one I played was... The one I tried to play was ages old. And we didn't get very far because we got slapped around by an orc. Which, you know, if you know the setting, normal people do tend to get slapped around by orcs. That's... Like, I'm pretty sure that 5 guardsmen will probably die to an orc. And we weren't even guardsmen, we were like an administratum clerk and a tech priest. I think the only one who had any training in beating the shit out of people was the Arbitus. What else do we have? We had a navigator? Kind of important to have. And I don't remember what the 5th guy played. I think it was like... I remember he used to be a hive gang. Was he a guard? I think he was a guardsman actually. A former hive gang guardsman. Okay, established ancillary is done. Upgraded again. This one is also done. Upgraded again. And I just want to make sure that the corruption is not getting through here. Because if it gets through here, I'll have to cover this entire area in anti-corruption. At some point, I will have enough range that this connects with this area. And then all my people will walk outside and just get their shit kicked in. I did play the Administratum Clerk. I remember that. Didn't really get used that. Didn't really get to use his abilities of just, like, reading and sorting documents. Which, if the entire purpose of your class is just going through an archive, then not a lot of other RPGs have that, I feel. Like, there are some of the modern ones, like maybe Call of Cthulhu does that have. I would love to play that as well, honestly. I would love to try that. Not sure if I could play that though. Since I'm kind of bad. Well, it's RPG horror. It heavily depends on how well the GM can explain the stuff. But if he's good at it, I'm kind of bad with horror, like really bad. So I'm not sure how that would go if the GM is good at it. I need to check if I find a group for that. Okay, this ancillary will be done in a few. 2 more rocks which are already... yeah, there they are. Builder is already on location. Then upgrade this one to reinforced as well. Just want to make sure that the ancillaries, that everything I build from now on, I'll just immediately upgrade to max level. As fast as is possible. Well, with the exception of the key shack, because, you know, not really necessary. Where are you going? A wild antler. Is he eating the corpse? There are actually quite a few wild animals up here. Das Schwarze Auge, or DSA, Black Eye. There is a game based on it, Blackguard, which I actually wanted to play. I never got very far in that, so maybe I just do that on stream so I can force myself. Most of the RPGs tend to get a bit slow. Black Eye, I think it uses a system similar to Dark Heresy, which is like you don't roll a d20 plus your skill, but you roll a d20 and have to hit below your skill. I don't know if that's true. I kind of like those systems more because it's more tangible. It's better understandable to just say, okay, every point in that skill increases your chance by like 5% if you use a d20, or like by 1% if you use a d100. That was a big stutter compared to the D&D system and or the Pathfinder system, where 1 point is just okay. You're 1 point better at it. How much does that make out? Probably 5%, but it kind of depends on the exact DC that you set and not just on how good you are in that skill. Though then again, the other systems probably also have increases and decreases in difficulty. Again, haven't played DSA. I don't know how good that system works. Though considering that it's been around for like 40 years, it probably works quite nice. Oh, was it 40? Maybe 30. Probably works quite well. Essence Altar has been completed. That's great. Second established Essence Altar is on the way. The large ancillary down here has all materials. And then the all of the other ancillaries are already up to reinforced. So let me check back. Large stronghold that can still be upgraded, but it costs a shit ton of rock that I do not have. Then establish the doggo houses. I do not upgrade because I want 6 doggo houses. Bow towers. Kitchen is done. The trash is fine. The towers are fine. Wood fence gate can't be upgraded. Crude thermal gate can't be upgraded. Metal bolt. Essence altar fountain. The burner, I need to upgrade the processor, but as I mentioned, the trash area is gonna be upgraded at a later point in time. Reinforced food storage is fine. Makeshift ballista tower is fine. The established lumber mill. Then the essence collectors. Everything else here is established. Except the ammo storage down here, which, again, I'll probably upgrade at a later date. Established is gonna get upgraded, and the reinforced one, this is gonna get upgraded to established. The established essence altar is done. And now we just need the rocks for the ancillary, and as soon as that is done, I'm gonna upgrade these essence collectors, followed by the boat towers, then the elemental bolt towers, the bollard towers, and then I still don't quite know what I put in the first row. Either the banished towers or recombobulators, which in that case I'm just gonna wait for a while. Also, we used up about 12,000, since we still have 5,000. I say 5,000 because I'm pretty sure that we already got like 2,000 from the prey stations. I also need to build this ballista finally. And okay, this is in corruption resistance because I upgraded the ancillary. So we are fine here. And I just need to build this ballista and this ballista, and I think those should cover the entire area. If not, I'm gonna have to get another ballista in here somewhere. But shouldn't be an issue. How's the food looking? Minus 156, I still have 500 carrots. That should be fine. Especially since we are currently cooking meat. Or we have meat stored, I don't know where. Apparently we just have raw meat stored somewhere. Where's my raw meat stored? It's not in there, not in here. Don't tell me we give the raw meat to the animals. No. Where's the raw meat at? Apparently it's just in Nirvana somewhere. Oh, maybe it's people carrying it around. Did this chicken just grab... Okay, it grabbed the vegetable. I thought it grabbed a bit of the meat of the slaughtered animal. I want more maintainers for now. How is the mining down there actually going? It's fine. This up here has been finished. We still do not have the range. Actually, you know what? Don't be maintainers. Be rangers. Hunt more. Loot box. I'll take that. Michelle's child. Unfortunately, that's... Well, fortunately, that's just an animal. I wonder if getting a clinic increases the risk, decreases the risk of dying in childbirth. Probably not. But maybe I'll try that at some point. I should honestly just build clinics now and then. Just to have them. But then I have to give one of them job. I have to get some doctors, which are those actually doctors? What is actually called doctors? Clinic. Medics. Okay. Carry supplies. Marketplace. May not be the worst idea either. Right, I still need to build 6 doggo houses. I still need to enter an eclipse, which I still have not found. Also, I didn't get an Netfield's Ominous, so I don't have an eclipse today. I still hope I get one before the next blood moon, so I can get that earthquake achievement. Okay, so this one is done. That's the second reinforced ancillary. And then the third one needs 28 cut stone. 26. This one's going over here to that one, so I assume that the other ones coming in already carry enough stones. Apparently not. Whenever I get to the prey stations, it kind of sounds like a train is breaking outside. Which is kind of unnerving. And corruption's spreading fast. Watch, they can't burn anything out here. Can I burn something down there? No, that's too far out, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's too far out. That's a loot box. I should probably get that. Not the direction I wanted you to go. But sure, I'll take it. Not again. Go inside. No, that's not inside. Getting closer? Ah, finally. So, at some point I will upgrade... Bunny was a catchy child, okay. At some point I will upgrade the... At some point I will upgrade the stronghold again, but I currently do not have the rocks for that. That's also an ambulance out there. Key... Ah, that's a bunch of faith I got. Great. Again, the more faith people have, the more faith people get. Because the higher the faith they talk with someone who has higher faith, they can increase their faith. Band of nomads. Down here looks like... Film map looks like 7 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 people, 3 children. And then 2 adults. It is indeed 7 people, with an elder. I could build a gate down here to make the way shorter, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay, yeah. Join the organizers. Actually, like, 2 of you join the rangers, and then the rest joins the organizers. We still have enough. Why is one of those bows the other way around? Like, what? 3 right-hand bows, 1 left-hand bow? I actually only recently learned that there's actually a difference, apparently. At least in sport bows. Between left-hand and right-hand bows, which, for sport, I assume for competition bows, that kind of makes sense because they have like these... What do we call it? The grip? Makes sense that it's for specific hands. But I don't know if an original, like an actual medieval combat bow would have that. I assume if it's specifically made for someone, maybe. But just general bows, probably not. I'm honestly still quite peeved that because there's an archery club here and they had like an introduction course, and I kind of would have liked doing that more, but for some reason their only meeting times for beginners are on Tuesdays at 3 p.m., which everybody's fucking working at that time. Who came up with that schedule? I don't understand. Especially at the beginning, I don't want to do it alone because I don't know if I make mistakes. And a mistake, especially in the beginning, will compound itself. That schedule is... I still don't... I to this day don't get it. My father also wanted to try, but he also doesn't have time on that in the time frame. Like, again, everybody's working at that time. I don't know why they don't do it on a weekend or at like 6 p.m. Because most people work till like 17, like 5 or 5:30 where I live. That would have been quite fun to continue that. Do not move out there. Winona Coates. Winona. That's a name I also haven't heard in a while. Okay, so this ancillary is done, however it can still be upgraded to a reinforced one. I don't think I need to upgrade my towers yet because we still don't have any corruption threat. Also, we have arrived at about 4,300 influence. Now, however, that the last ancillary is being built and everything else is done, I'm gonna continue with the essence collectors here. Get them established. And yeah, they cost quite a lot. Like 24 cut stones, 8 chrylithium. Well, the chrylithium isn't that much. They also cost iron ingots, which they didn't before the last update. And then I hope that just having a way longer maze is enough. Especially if most of my towers can in fact just shoot that maze. Right, I still have 40 housing slots. Normally, whenever like 4 children are born in a row, I need to build a new house. The difference is astounding. Right, this ammo storage I don't think I'll upgrade at this moment. I'll upgrade the defense at the gate, build this ballista, then build a ballista on top here, and maybe just to fortify like a ballista on the ballista next to the gate. Because if anything ever attacks through down there, and it's not a specter, I wanted to die. No, don't. Oh, fuck you. Why'd you destroy my beautiful moat? Don't do it. Come on. Get back inside. Oh yeah, go through up there, it's also fine. Nope, not back down. Go inside. Okay, that's fine. Where'd it go? Oh, it's there. It's back outside. Bang. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there, fuck it. It destroyed my beautiful, beautiful moat. Gonna have to dig that back tomorrow. But yeah, I still want to expand the crystal field down there because The fire elementals killing the wall at range and the specters being basically unkillable are the only things that really threaten me. Everything else is fine. How many? Yeah, we're just mining down here now. Which, getting the rocks from down there up to the what's it called? Stone cutter. Stone cuttery, that's taking a while. Thankfully, the elemental bolt towers, they can hold that at this point. And if I upgrade them, they actually will be able to hold even better because they did more damage without costing more energy. But for now, first the bolt towers are, well, the essence collectors and then the bolt towers. Actually, how much do the bolt towers cost? They cost 12 wood, 16 boards, 8 rocks to crit. In that case, I can just upgrade them immediately. Because the only thing bottlenecking the essence collectors is the cut stone. And, well, the rocks in extension. But at least I can get rid of a few boards and wood with that. Heidi Kraut. Fun fact, that is considered a slur. Kraut. At least in some areas in Germany. It is considered a slur where I'm from. But most of the people I know don't really care. My father doesn't like it. But it's mostly because I personally, I don't really feel affected because I do not like eating sauerkraut. Or any other kind of kraut. Like, the only thing I eat is a kraut salad. But that is a lot different to sauerkraut. Or rotkohl. Never have eaten Wirsing. Maybe I should try that at some point. I'm more of a rice guy, honestly. If I want vegetables, rice and potatoes. Though rice isn't really a vegetable now, is it? More like a grain. Though honestly, I've got a new rice cooker recently, and it is amazing. It's like a really high quality. It's like a 200 buck rice cooker with a cake baking function for some reason that I still need to try. I in fact still do need to try, but at least it was worth the money. Like my previous rice cooker, basically it felt like it cooked with like what's the word? It felt like it cooked with glue. That's how sticky the rice was. And the new one, it's perfect. Even though I read the instructions wrong, and instead of 26 minutes, it took 62 minutes. So that kind of ruined my lunch today. But at least in the afternoon, I had a good amount of rice to eat then. So yeah, the enemies not really getting all that far. And a multi. At this point, I think I want to fill up the miners. Claire the Entler has been born. Okay, oh shit, how are we up to 200 rations? What the fuck? Did we open a chest with rations in them? Again, I want to make absolutely sure that I do not cut a hole in there. And I think I should actually maybe like lose the first row. Just to make absolutely sure. That I have at least like 2 pieces of wood in between the drones and my village. If they at some point just cut a faster way, I am fucked. I do not need that in my life. Also, it is 10 PM, which means I should probably stop. I'm gonna do this night. Just gonna complete that because I want to see the energy, but we're just like stable at around 8,700. Well, we're going down a little bit, very slightly, but that will last. Also, one of the bow towers have been upgraded. Second one currently added. That again is just a question of who gets the stone first. The miners to bring it to the stone cutter, or the organizers to bring it to a building. Okay, bow tower number 2 has been... Actually, that's bow tower number 3. For some reason... For some reason, this one just didn't get its last rock. Ah, there it is. Beta O'Rourke. Late, as always. No animal. Oh, there is actually animals down here. It's just a dog. He kind of needs things to slaughter, not dogs. I don't know if the animal spawn rate is lower during winter. Okay, we have reached low energy level on most things. Now we will cut stone, also on most things. Soon as the miners are filled out, I'm gonna add a 4th stone cutter. Crystal Harvestry also is gonna need maybe another worker. Okay, we are getting rocky trash to be processed. And again, I'm gonna upgrade everything once. After that, I'm gonna do the trash area. And maybe let me actually check how much trashy cubes we have. 144. So we are producing more than we are burning up. So maybe add a few more burners. James Coley has grown up. That's our 15th miner. So stone cutters. The next adult is gonna get that job. Bow tower has been completed. I think the elemental bolt towers need cut stone. Yeah, 8 cut stone. So they are gonna take a while simply because I don't have the materials necessary. I'm quite happy that nothing is attacking the wall down here. The ancillary push back the corruption through this entire area. Corrupted tiles, yeah, it has reached basically its limit. Nope, that's also its limit. That's also its limit. And that is also its limit. So I think we are in corruption threat area. That is that a blue cloud? Does that mean we do have an eclipse? Let me see if we have an eclipse. It would say it feels ominous during morning. If so, thankfully I just upgraded my bow towers. You need, for the next upgrade you need, again, no cut stones. That is great. You do need cut stones. In this case, I think upgrade the bow towers again. Just to give them the absolute maximum range they can have. Though, you know what, I don't think I'll wait for... I'll wait for morning just to see if it's an eclipse. But I'll not play through that right now. Because again, it's 10 PM on a Friday evening. I'm pretty sure that people want to sleep. I don't want to be too loud as to annoy them and keep them awake. That's the last bow tower to upgrade. Next, I think I'm gonna do the trash area. After the essence collectors have all been upgraded. Which is still gonna take... Oh no, some have been upgraded already. Established. That one's... yeah, so we need a lot more cut stone. Which needs a lot more rocks. But with this area now, because... again, down there it's kind of limited. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So only 9 people could work on that at once. I do hope that they continue working down there. While also working up here. Hey, you know what, just stay there. How many keys do I have? I should have enough. 2. Nope, I have 0 out of 7. Apparently I just opened chests all day. Food was looking good yesterday. Was looking okay yesterday. Fatiha Feliciano. I did not read that it feels ominous, so I assume it's a full moon. Anyway, let's see if I get chests. I think I'll get like 2 or 3 maybe. $2,500. That's the most expensive one I got after the update. Elders sharing wisdom. Praying, breeding, animal impregnated. Okay. So, 1,000 first. That should be 1 perk. 5% static tower fire rate. I don't really use those because they don't fit really in my... maybe I can put them on the front. 2,500. 2% water storage. Okay, take that. 5% bullet tower fire rate. Also take that. 3 seconds harvest spell cooldown. Don't really use that. Also, why is it called Joey's Sandwich? Not quite sure what the sandwich has to do with harvest. Unless, you know, you have to harvest things to make it. Yeah. As mentioned, I'm gonna leave it there. And I hope you have a nice weekend. And a good night. And Toby, I assume we will talk in just about a second. So, yeah, with that, goodbye. And